key accounts. Moving paper, gotta call it my account. It's all in, I can have it coming out. And through the struggle, I can see another drought.
Okay, so real quick, I wanted to shoot this video for you guys, and this is basically going to be a wrap-up for this week. We're going into the weekend tomorrow, and as you all know, for what I've been seeing, that usually the crypto markets start kind of declining down through the weekend, and then they pop back up on Sunday and Monday at the beginning of the week. So today, we're looking at Bitcoin. We all know that Bitcoin, unfortunately, it seems like it's the standard right now. All the coins move with its price movement, minus a few coins. But that being said, that Bitcoin is, unfortunately, the driver of this market right now. I know there's still a lot of skepticism being put into the market with Bitcoin, saying that it could hit $100,000, maybe $200,000, but I just don't see it, guys. If you take a look, we're looking at the 15-minute chart, and these are all of our indicators within our invite only, which you can find and gain access to through our Discord and our Patreon group. All of our members have access to these indicators. We back tested them, and what I teach is based off the MACD, last squeeze, RSI, and the Ichimoku cloud. Typically, our community members are getting about a 90 to 95% probability, and then me personally, I usually get 97 to 100% right, just for the fact that some of my rules are a little bit more risk tolerant, everything else. But the goal is to get you guys into trades like this, and then around here, I'm not going to say for sure, but out of trades like this or like this, based off what the Ichimoku teaches us and our customized and revised inputs. But anyways, I want to take a look at just some of the charts with some of these coins. I'm going to try to do these more often. But anyways, Bitcoin, the 2 hourly, it's looking like this. Short term, down at the 29.6 would have been a good move. And now that we're getting up here through the Ichimoku cloud, that could be a good sign. And our 4 hourly as well, we've got a perfect setup. What I like to see, now what I want to say is the perfect setup is having an indicator down here or down here, like you see, but with the lagging span line a little bit, the trend a lot higher and the lagging span starting to pop out of the current bear trend or the direction, and we're up above an Ichimoku red cloud. But because of the fact there is still some resistance, I tell people some of the fundamentals, if you trade the Ichimoku, is don't trade into the cloud. Wait until these resistance lines are broken and it takes off. But what I've been doing, now this was in the bull market, I don't want to say the bear market, because I still, like I said, I am skeptical along with a lot of other people. I don't think Bitcoin's really going to do much anymore. I think its lifehood or its life span is basically gone. The product, base life cycle is pretty much, to me, it's dead. There's no fundamentals or anything. And even in the electrical portion or and deep down in the details, it just costs way too much money to mine compared to some of the other coins out there that can be a lot more useful. And I am, unfortunately, XRP biased. I have a crap load of XRP, and I just read into what they're trying to provide the market. And I think it's very, very valuable and worth some quality to at least look into. But anyways, looking in the weekly on Bitcoin, you're seeing this lagging span come to a close into our trend that's been going on since March of 20, and now we're seeing that line close in, which I think that's just a telltale sign that we're done with Bitcoin, that it's probably going to fall down and force a lot of people out of their positions. The monthly, same thing. We're just now getting into this. There is no red signals, however, and I think that's just with the lack of history overall. I'm not saying that Bitcoin doesn't have any history. I mean, it's been around. TradingView shows 15, but I think around 2007. But all in all, there's not enough history to give us really this red sell signal, but I think it's here. We see that any trend that goes this high for that long, it's bound to restart over. Now, when I say Bitcoin could crash and its life expectancy or its lifespan is now gone, it might be worth something, but I don't see any time in the future being back up to 60. That's just me, and what I read in my charts. I have time and time again in previous videos explained how the 2007 stock market crash actually started happening then and not '08 with the same sell signals. They showed up. Most people was like, how do the ones that are good chart readers call it? And it's literally just sticking to the fundamentals and the rules of these charts of how we read them, how we coded them, and what they're originally created for. So the MACD, anyone in the trading space and has been doing this long enough, one of the most common used ones, the last squeeze, is basically similar to the MACD. It's just providing us a squeeze play when these things are about to pop off. But it's also a second confirmation or gut check for the MACD and the Ichimoku, and then, of course, the relative strength index or the RSI. But that being said, as I say, the weekly, it looks like it might reverse here, but keep this in mind with the lagging span. Same thing with the daily. It's just been not really performing in the daily. If we scroll out, we're getting up underneath this Ichimoku red resistance cloud. And to me, this is just, since we're under there and it's looking like this, like they say, if it looks like it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. And this, to me, is a bear. Simple as that. 30 minutes, I don't trade short-term in a long-term bear or in a downward movement or in a bear cycle. I just don't day trade that way. There's shorting positions and all that, but I don't buy stuff in a bear market. That's just my rules and me being conservative. But I do, I've done this too long to know that this thing is just doomed. So anyways, that's Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the XRP. Like I said, I am biased, but as you can see, it's not looking good for XRP on the daily. It's following Bitcoin's path. So is a lot of other coins. However, with the SEC and Ripple case going on, hopefully that's the make or break point with Ripple, XRP, and a lot of these other coins. I think that the SEC is using those guys as an example to set the standard with the crypto space, and they're still just looking like asses because they don't know what they're talking about. They just have no clue how crypto works, and they're trying to chase their tails. Basically putting blame on XRP and Ripple in a whole nother sense than just coming out and saying, look, we need some clarity, we need to understand, and this is the rules. But they're playing a pissing match and trying to say, and to me, this is my assumption, is that Bitcoin, Litecoin, maybe even Ethereum had some, the SEC is biased for them, and XRP was just a personal attack. I like to say it's using them as an example, and they'll set the standard eventually, but the SEC likes to pick on people, and to me, they're trash. They're not for the investors or me as a day trader or you guys or anyone. They're just for their own benefit. So anyways, this is the long-term XRP. There's some volatility. I'm not afraid of stuff like this because I've been in, like I said, the market for way too long. I just know when to stay out and when to stay sidelined, and right now it's just not a good day trading time for me. You can pick up profits right here, 52, 59. The short terms in the 1 hourly, 2 hourly, and 4 hourly, by all means, you can do it. Just don't get stuck in a trade that's forever. There's some risk there when you get into downward, bearish, short-term trading is all I'm saying. So XRP, there we go for that one. You guys, like I said, you can get access to our invite-only scripts to get these indicators, our trains, our community live chats every single day on our Patreon. I'll put that in the description. XLM is another one that I've been day trading for a while. Pretty good movement from the 20 to 26. Over 10%, that's our profit target, usually is 5 to 10%. And as you can see, I mean, this one started back around the 19th, so just a couple of days. You can make some pretty big profit margin right there. So, you know, a lot of people are saying, oh, the bull's coming, it's reversed and everything. Yeah, short term, guys. And if this thing keeps going, by all means, then we're going to see a bull. But this right here, this is not a reversal, okay? We're getting into just now seeing this thing collapse. And these are small, slightly pullbacks and fake outs that people are just accumulating. And the bigger people are giving you the distribution, and then they're pulling it right away from underneath your noses. So just expect, at least I am, expecting some more downward movement before it gets better. I said all along around August, we're getting to that point that we could be bulls again, hopefully. But then you look at these charts in the monthly and the weeklies, and we're getting into that lagging span, hitting the trend. So that's our long-term confirmation that this thing could be over. I hope it's not, but I'm just saying, when this is what I teach in Ichimoku, when this lagging span touches the trend, it's over. One hourly, look back. I mean, we're taking off here for a 1 hourly, doesn't mean long-term. But let me see a couple instances right here. It hit, and we have been down. Now, this is just a couple of hours, but let's correlate that with the daily. This is June 29th. Let's take a look at June 29th. Where are we at? March, April, May, June, May. Where are we at? Right here. So right there in the daily, we started going down. I'm not saying these are, you know, the holy grail or anything to go off of. I'm just saying use these wisely. You know, the time frames, you have 1 hourly showing back here on the 29th that we was entering a bear, and now we're popping out of there. So just a couple of days, or actually a month, June. This is July 22nd. So almost 30 days we was in that bearish territory. And then you got to think about the monthly and the weeklies coming up and what they look like. This could be another month or two, maybe three, that we're seeing these downward cycles. I mean, from here, this is almost a year. And we're just halfway through. Actually, we had just started in May, and here it is 3 months later, going down here, and this still hasn't hit yet. But I'm not saying this could reverse and take off to this trend. I'm just saying be careful. That's XLM. XRP, Bitcoin, all those are showing the same movements. So just keep all these charts in mind when you start thinking, should you get in now or wait? I like to have a couple indications in my, first off, I have to be a bull showing, like right here, in a weekly and a monthly. And then I start coming back to a 4 hourly, checking what's going on in the 4 hourly, checking our RSI, checking our gut checks with these double confirmations right here. We turn green and boom. So right around here, I would have got in, not just because of the signal showing up, but just because this is confirmation, this is confirmation, and this is confirmation. So 21, even 22 into 26, still good profit. Would have probably got out right about now, maybe when this next if this bar starts turning green, or when it does, or not green, when this one turns darker green, this one starts turning yellow. I've customized the color so that the visual is obviously easier to read. It's just too easy. I can't say that enough. Same thing with the red and the yellow and the red and the darker reds. Easier to see the reversal, and then just stick to the basics on RSI and understanding the Ichimoku, guys. So anyways, there's some of the chart readings for BTC, XLM, and XRP, which is my favorite. Now, guys, if there's any other charts that you want me to read, give you tips on, go ahead, send them down below, or join our Patreon. You can view all of the coins that you want for literally pennies compared to what you'll earn, and you get our training. So anyways, again, let me know what other charts you want to see.